Want to become an actor but don't know where to start? Watch this video for my 3 top tips on how to get started. For the best advice on acting and show business, subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell so that you will be notified when I post a new video every Tuesday. I am St Cyr. I'm a series regular on the upcoming Disney Plus show High School Musical, The Series, which will be airing in November. I have been in multiple TV shows and films, including the Oscar-nominated film Marshall, across from Chadwick Boseman, aka the Black Panther. And I know the best way to get this party started, and I'm going to share it with you. My first tip: find an acting class or an acting gym where you can polish those skills and train those acting muscles. Above all else, you want to be working on the craft of acting. If you want to be an actor and you want to be successful, you need to be really good at acting. The second thing this is going to do for you is it's going to put you in a community with like-minded individuals who are also passionate about acting and passionate about becoming professional actors. So what you want to do is find a place where people take this seriously, but have full of enthusiasm, where they're excited to be there, and you can feed off that energy. And when you're looking for a class, what I recommend that you do is you find a class where the other students are ahead of you. If you're just starting out, then they'll likely already be ahead of you, but you want to find students or other actors where they are working at the level where you would like to be working. So if you're really interested in Shakespeare, for example, you want to try to find classes with other Shakespearean professionals. If you're looking to be a series regular on a TV show, you want to be in class with other people who are auditioning for series regulars regularly and getting called back for them and testing for them and booking them. If you're looking to be doing top tier theater work, you want to be in class with other top tier theater actors who are on Broadway. So I always try to make sure I go to a place where I'm going to learn from the other people there, not just from the teacher. It's the same thing if you've ever gone to a new gym or tried a new sport. Like recently I tried boxing 2 years ago because I was working on a boxing movie that I was creating and shooting. And so I was in the boxing gym for a year, and I definitely learned a lot watching other people spar in the ring who were better than me. I would start to copy their movements, copy their ideas, the way they would attack, the way they would jab. You learn a lot just by being in an environment with other people doing the skill better than you, and also different people have different styles. So if I go to just one teacher, that teacher has one style, and so when they're teaching me, I'm going to think that's the way to punch. But if he teaches me the fundamentals of punching, but I see 10 different great punchers and they all have slightly different punches, I start to learn that I can build my own style and I can quickly figure out what the core ingredients are to making a great punch. So if you want to make a great scene, you want to be in a place where you have an excellent teacher and you have different expressions of people delivering great scenes and acting. So my first tip is to find a creative home. The second tip connects to that. The second tip is to commit for the long haul. So you want to find a place where once you find that creative home, maybe for the first 2 or 3 months you're trying different classes, trying to figure out where you're going to fit in. Then you want to find a place and you want to commit there for, I would say, 6 months to about 12 months so that you really have time to delve into it and get stronger and learn everything that you can. A lot of times what I see happening is, especially actors who are new or getting started, they find a place, there's 2 extremes. They'll find a place, they'll go to a master class for 4 weeks, and they think they'll have learned everything they need to learn, but really there's only so much you can learn in a condensed amount of time. So you need to spread that time period out so you can really subconsciously learn everything and make it an unconscious thing that you're doing whenever you do the skill that you're picking up. If I'm learning how to jab for like 4 weeks intensively, I'm not going to be quite as good as if I'm learning like 3 times a week over the course of a year. I'll be better over the course of a year just because I have more consistency and my brain has time to download the information in between sessions. If you want to do an intensive, that's great, but you need to try and make sure you're always learning consistently. So commit to the long haul. Find a place where you feel safe, where you feel supported, where you feel challenged, and commit there for a significant period of time so you have time to grow. It's not going to be an overnight event. I know recently I found a home where I worked for a year solidly. My teacher's name was Eric Reese here in New York City, and that certainly stepped my game up and increased my bookings. And I probably got better almost immediately in the first 2 or 3 months, but the difference between how I got better in the first 3 months and how I got better at the end of those 12 months is it's it's not obvious to people who weren't there with me for the 12 months. It's not obvious to people who aren't really trained in this, but I can see it when I watch my old tapes from my first 3 months versus like my last 3 months. I grew extraordinarily, and I have certain sublime things that are working really well. So commit to the long haul. If you are really into what I'm saying here and you recognize that you need to be hitting that actor gym so you can build those actor muscles, comment below with "I'm hitting the gym" and let me know that you're about to hit the gym up. If you guys need some advice on where to go, I'm happy to give that to you. Just comment below and I'll let you know some of my favorite places as far as at least the major markets: LA, New York, and Atlanta. And you can help each other find great places too. The third tip I would say if you're just starting out and have no experience is you want to gather your acting materials and you want to build a portfolio. So this looks like headshots, reels, getting footage of yourself on camera performing scenes. So if you have a backdrop like this one and you have a great scene, you get a person from your acting class. Another benefit of being in an acting class, you get a creative community of people that support you, and you have them read the scene with you here, and then you act out the scene. Oh my gosh, you know, and you go through the scene here, and now you're gathering footage. You're gathering your headshots, you're building your resume. So you want to start building that up over the course of this year. You want to get yourself on tape. If you're interested in being on camera, you want to get yourself somewhere where you can build a resume, do some kind of Shakespearean performance. You want to put yourself on tape performing a Shakespearean monologue. You just want to start building your portfolio over the course of your first year. So the bonus here will be move to a market that supports your dreams. And I kind of just touched that where I know places in New York, LA, and Atlanta, but you have to move to a market that supports your dreams. And if you're not ready to move to one of those 3 places, I totally understand. You're probably just getting started out. But let's say I'm from Lafayette, Louisiana, which is a small city, and it has some support. We had a nice community theater. We had a couple of community productions going on and the university productions. But if I was, say, just outside of Lafayette in a town like Crow, maybe an hour and a half out, I might consider just traveling an hour and a half there or moving to New Orleans, you know, which would have been 3 or 4 hours away, just so that I can be a part of a community where there's a lot more community theater going on, a lot more professional theater going on. Or I should move all the way to Atlanta. Ideally, you want to move to, in America, you want to move to Atlanta, New York City, or LA, or Chicago. But I would say Chicago is specifically for people that are only interested in theater. There is TV there, but you mostly want to go there for theater. So move to a place where there's opportunity around you. It'll be much easier to find a class, much easier to build up your materials like your headshots, your reels, the footage, and you'll be more inspired perhaps to commit for the long haul because you'll be surrounded by other professionals like yourself. And whatever we see other people doing what we want to do, it inspires us, it excites us, and it makes us more likely to continue doing that thing and showing up doing that thing. So those are my 3 tips plus a bonus tip for you. If you liked what you heard and you found this helpful, let me know. You can comment below and tell me this was helpful. Subscribe to the channel. I'll be posting videos here every Tuesday. Hit the notification bell. Like this video for me, and I'll see you guys in the next one.